Yeah.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
Why buy the lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Gado Yeshayahu. Hallelujah. Total Robbie Yeshua. Great sound. Things. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High God. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Y'all already know, family. On this side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. So, y'all already see by the title of this video what we're about to be pretty much hitting on, discussing the power of words. What does it truly mean? How do we consider what we speak and the influence that it has around us? So y'all already know what I love to do on this side of the YouTube, man. I love to break it down, have these conversations, open up the panel, and of course, hey, we just gonna build, we're gonna grow, and we're gonna keep on shining, family. But for the first part, man, y'all know how I like to do, man. Go ahead, sit back, relax, hit that like button, hit that share button. Go ahead and let the people come in, and then we just gonna vibe until it's that time. You feel me? I'm just thanking the Most High, thanking the Lord for all of the blessings, Yeah. I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I'm putting the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I'm putting the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I'm putting the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I'm putting the work and no stressing. Y'all has all the answers. Shalom, Marcus Hussey, shalom. Escape by the flames of faith passion. The story told that's everlasting. It is the truth always outcasted. The proof will always be lasting. Practicing prayer and fasting. Dominion is ain't no demanding. The righteous will always be standing. The last shall be first, it was planned. The wicked shall kneel and be handing over the riches and rights of the land. A crown all are chosen as banded. A vision, bringing division, multiplying. This isn't sufficient. The tearing the fabrics, a man on a mission, repairing the breach of the soul's incision. At the crossroads, make a decision. The leader is someone who serves and listens. All praise to Yah. The reason we risen, the promise was written. Don't need a petition. The word to fruition, cross pays to tuition. Grace is the commission. Under the condition, don't need a physician permission. Ain't no omission of history. The acts of derision, that question, suspicion, the message transmission, refer to the Christian, the published edition, the newest rendition, surviving affliction. The truth is not fiction. It is tradition, decoding the Christian, the spirit transition, the top opposition. I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I put in the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I put in the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord for all stressing. Y'all feel me? Okay. And if y'all rocking with that track right there, I'll go on ahead and put that link in the chat, man, so you can check that out anytime you want to. Thanking the Lord by yours truly. You feel me? Hey, we're going ahead, jump into the topic of this video at hand, the power of words. And I even got to break that down just so we know where I'm headed at, the concept of pretty much where my thought pattern is behind even coming up with this stream right now. And so with that being said, what does power even mean? What's the definition of power? And when I think about power, of course, the dictionary says that it's the ability to do something or act in a particular way, especially as a faculty or quality. So your ability, your capacity, capability, potential. What is it that words provide for us? Capability. We are able to perform a task. And do many people look at us speaking to one another as a job, in a sense where what job doesn't require us to use our words? So when we really think about that, words do have power, because without us speaking, would we even have a means to provide for ourselves? If you get what I'm saying. And even on the simplest terms, being able to ask someone, hey, I need help, or hey, can you go get that for me? Or hey, watch out. Our words have capabilities or abilities to help someone, to save someone, hey, to even defend someone. So when you think about power, I want you to think about not in the sense of physical strength, or even in a sense where you're like ruling over something, but as though it has a very grounded root. It has some need, a very essential need, if you ask me. And do majority of people actually sit back and comprehend the power of their words and what they speak? And many times, if y'all see me talking, if y'all been tuned in to the channel thus far, hey, I choose my words very wisely, as you know, I want to be a man of someone who is very respected. And for the one thing I know is that when you speak, these words create the perception of what people see of you. So also in that sense of words having capabilities where you can perform tasks, it also creates around you. It creates what you see. It creates what other people see. In order to describe something, we use words to give it the shape, to give it that meaning. So it's like when we really think about the influence that words have, it truly makes up life that we see. A tree, you know what I'm talking about. It pretty much influences what you see when I say tree. In your mind, you see the trunk growing out the ground and the leaves. So already right there, I'm able to use a word to formulate an image in your mind. Think about how powerful that is. And I don't even have to physically be near you to be able to display that capability, that ability. And so I just wanted to hit on that spectrum of what it means as far as the thought pattern of why I even want to talk about this right now, why I want to even have this conversation, because the power of words, we really need to sit back and be like, what are we creating? We have the ability to pretty much say anything. And when we have that power, do we understand how to use it? Do we comprehend the effects that it has around us? And I can't talk about it without even breaking down what a word means. A word, you know, after extensive research, just typing it in on Google. Come on, family. Y'all know how I get down. Everything is accessible to us now. You feel me? A word is a single, distinct, meaningful element or speech of used with others to form a sentence and typically shown with a space on either side when written or printed. So synonyms for a word: a term, a name, an expression, a designation, an instruction, an order, a command, a signal, a prompt, a cue. That is what a word is. So when we speak a word, we're giving people cues. We're giving them a prompt. We're giving them pretty much a password to figure out what it is of the puzzle that we're trying to elaborate or put together so that they can see what we see in terms of what's in the world. So when you say that words pretty much shape the world that we are around us, hey, most definitely. Mika, I hear you. You are what you speak. And that's even getting into the meat of the message as we look at the power of words. When we begin to pretty much express who we are as people, when we use our words, when we communicate towards one another, people are able to look at you and say, I see how this person behaves. I see this person's character. I see the words that come out of their mouth that pretty much shapes who they are. Words can hurt someone, so we should think before we say something to someone, most definitely. And when we even elaborate on that, words can help heal. Words can pretty much help someone get over a time in their life where they were hurt mentally. And when we think about the power of words where they can heal or hurt, do we comprehend when we wake up every day, what words are we going to speak over our lives to be able to portray whatever it is that we are purposed to do? Do we acknowledge our existence as far as not just being physical bodies, but actually the breath that's coming out and the words that we use to be able to also cultivate what we see and feel? So, family, the power of words, having some type of identification, having some type of capability to understand why you speak and what you're speaking is very important, because many times in this day and age, you have a lot of people, and as I see on YouTube, they just get on here to talk, and it's like, what's your purpose behind that? What do you even understand the words that you're speaking, or can you even elaborate to me that word that you spoke? In all essence, if you have someone just rambling off, do you understand that they have no capability to even comprehend what they see right in front of them? Because, like we said in the beginning of the stream, words help us identify and express what's around us. Why would you listen to somebody who can't even tell you what a tree is or doesn't even know what a tree looks like? Uses the word tree, but it means something completely different to them instead of the consensus understanding. How would you be able to trust that person? How would you be able to say that this person has a valuable insight on even communicating to you? And so when we speak about the power of words and that structure, yeah, we got to be very, very careful who we're listening to and what words we actually adhere to, because many people can say words, but hey, do it really mean something coming from someone who jokes all the time? And then I really want to elaborate on the power of words as far as employment, opportunities, being able to provide for yourself, provide for your family. When you look at someone speaking, that is a skill, that is a talent that people pay for people to speak. You have reporters, you have broadcasters, you have people who are, marketers, you have people. What do people do on songs? You literally go pay someone to see them speak. You pay someone to see them sing. You pay someone to see them rap. Do you know that the words that someone speaks has value. Value has some type of quality, or in a sense, it gives service to someone where obviously you can't put a number on what a word costs, but when you really get down to it, you have people who are very talented in speaking who have a very well off life, and all they do is talk. So when we think about the power of words in that sense, do people consider us communicating as not just something for entertainment, but elaboration, collaboration, expression, and ultimately being able to learn, and is a skill that can change the world? And so that's why I wanted to bring this conversation to the YouTube right now, because how many people actually acknowledge the power of words? Marcus Hussey, that was a great comment. Mika, that was also a great comment, where it's like, do people wake up and acknowledge that once you become a great speaker in this life, once you are able to express fluidly, you are able to help other people out, because your communication can influence, it has the ability to shape. And so with the power of words, you can express feelings, you can share knowledge, you can change someone's mood, you can inspire someone. I mean, you can't put a price on that. Obviously, they found a way to market it. They found a way to pretty much create a entertainment sector on it. But where do we actually get educated by someone who uses the power of words to cultivate, develop, and change the world for a better place? Most definitely, most definitely. And so I just wanted to bring this conversation to light, because honestly, we can't be out here just saying anything. You have news reporters, pretty much, what do? They get paid to talk. They literally get paid to read from teleprompters. Their job consists of speaking to people, and people pay them. I mean, not in the sense of regular pay. Of course, they get paid. You know, we're not paying to watch them, but of course, they're getting paid to do their job, because we watch them, and advertisements and so on and so forth like that are running through their program, where that's how they get supplied. But still, there's a sense of people paying some type of attention, where there is a value behind people speaking. And I will admit, before I even acknowledge YouTube as a means of transferring knowledge or sharing information and getting insights about the world, I watch the news like here and there, and I'm just like, man, people really, like, this is a job. Like, how do they do this as far as even get funded? Where, who tells them what to speak about? And of course, I'm over here like, man, none of this is really valuable to me, but still, it was amazing to see, because it's literally just a bunch of people talking. So when we think about the power of words, the ability that you can do if you have the capability to be able to speak, is it's limitless. And I'm only talking like this, fam, because I went to school. I went through the rigorous regimen of obtaining a college degree. And it was like, man, honestly, all I wanted to get to know how to do was to communicate. I went to school for communication. All I wanted to get to do was tell people, hey, this is what I see in life. I wanted to fully express myself using words and also other modes and mediums as far as like the artwork and stuff like that. But the main course of my action was to be able to say that I can use a microphone to be able to speak to people in order to relay a message and create a movement. And when you really think about the structure of us communicating right now, YouTube, to say there is some type of impact, influence that occurs when you have someone whose platform, of course, reaches high numbers, where when they get online, they're able to speak, they're able to communicate to others in a way where they're not just YouTubers, they're influencers, they're motivational speakers, they're entertainers. So it's like when you use your words, when you communicate well, there is no limit on what can be classified as. And we really got to take insights on that, family. Not many people even sit back and say, how do I become a better speaker? How do I become someone who communicates well? And honestly, I was one of those people that thought about that. And so when we think about words, how they influence the world around us, and one of the things I was hitting on with the news is that it helps share knowledge, or in this day and age, just information. If you're watching the news, it ain't too much that they're educating you on. They're just sharing information with you as far as like what's going on in your daily place of being, in your country or something like that. That's as far as the communication I see on the news take place. I mean, if anybody is getting educated by the news, the only thing that I seen transpire that they were trying to educate people on, if we really want to go there, was those agendas. And it was like, yeah, that's the only time they tried to give us some education. They were giving us information, feeding us with this information, saying, hey, you should do this because it's right. You should do this because the number says so. You should do this because, the people are going to be safer. And look, you want to be able to go back to your normal way of living. And it's like, hold on. Is this the way that words should be used? And obviously, people have a different connotation of certain words, a different view of what a word means. And in a sense where not everybody takes the same concepts and they actually mean the same thing. And the demographic of myself, y'all could tell, I'm a little hued up, man. You feel me? I'm a little dark skinned, you feel me? People use this term, hey man, she bad. Hey man, oh snap, she bad. In a way that word really doesn't mean someone who's the opposite of good, someone who's evil, but bad. I mean, bad means good looking. You feel me? If you're of the diaspora and understand the diction, you feel me? So let's keep in mind, not all words in a given setting mean the same thing. So when you have different people speaking a word, take in consideration, not all of them mean the same thing, or they're not always communicating what you think they are communicating. And so when we talk about using the power of words to share information or even knowledge, know that there are code speakings within other diasporas, other races of people who understand what they're saying. But hey, let's just keep it real. Not everybody has the same intents. Not everybody sees the same thing. Not everybody expresses the same way. And just to be able to get an overall understanding of how you communicate, how the world communicates, and the power of words, the influence behind putting together these characters to be able to elaborate a message, we got to really sit back and take hold of that power and be able to speak back to the people that's using words necessarily against us. And not to say that we're combative, but questioning. You got to question people around you. That's the power of words as well. Once you start questioning the things around you, hey, is that a tree? Well, wait, hold on. Is that a cloud? Wait, hold on. Is that a human? And when we start to really get those correlations of saying, no, that's not a tree, that's something else, we're able to identify. Words can help us identify and see what the world really is. So, hey, no, that's not a tree, that's a bush. Hey, no, that's not a tree, that's a vine. That purpose is for that. Oh no, that's not a tree, that's a bush. It's smaller. This is where it grows. This is what it does. This is its purpose. Oh no, that's not a human. That's a snake. A snake, it slithers on the ground. You get where I'm coming from, family? The power of words, being able to identify what's in front of you, and then being able to express and elaborate to the next person, being able to spread a message effectively. How many of us have the ability, the capability to do that in a way where, yeah, it can entertain, but especially in this day and age, there's too much entertainment going on. You need to make sure that you're educating yourself at the same time, unless you're just not even going to be able to really see what's right in front of you. You're going to be too engulfed, too distracted by the entertainment to be able to notice when there's something that you need to watch out for. And when we are able to speak these words and have a clear understanding what they mean, we're able to share messages with others. We're able to tell other people to watch out. And so another one of the ideas that I also wanted to hit on was the power of words being able to evoke emotions. The power of words being able to make someone feel some type of way. Brother Marcus Hussey already hit it in the chat where he said, words can hurt. Y'all know the old saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That was a lie. That was a lie. Do you know that you can actually get sued for speaking to someone in a way where it defamed their character or you lied on them? So, words do hurt, not in a physical sense, but people definitely get offended or feel harmed when you start speaking a certain way. I've experienced this personally where, I'm over here on the phone with somebody and it wasn't, I think it was like a job interview or something. And I'm pretty much talking to the lady. I don't know what I said, but obviously I was probably coming off a little stern, you feel me? The way that I use my words, I'm very upfront. I'm very how can I say it? Straightforward. And so I'm just telling her what it is. And then next thing I know, she's on the other end of the phone, like, stop it, you're attacking me. I'm like, lady, I'm talking to you on the phone. How am I attacking you? She's like, stop it, stop attacking me. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're having a conversation over the phone and you're saying I'm attacking you? Now my words are pretty much swords. So when we really think about the power of words, know that people can feel attacked by what you're saying to them, which is very funny at the end of the day, because it's like you're not doing anything physically to them, but it's still causing damage to this person, to this physical body of someone else's, where they can literally call the police on you because, hey, in terms of words, if they call the police and say, someone's attacking me, and guess what? The police taking that as, hey, someone's in danger. Depends on who's saying it, though. You feel me? The response rate gonna definitely be different depending on who's calling the police and who's getting attacked. Let's just be real about that. But still, y'all get the point that I'm making, man. People be feeling attacked by the words that you speak. So the power behind the words, yeah, you can express emotions behind it where feelings can get hurt. And it's sad to say not many people are able to control these feelings because these words sometimes do get very overwhelming. Like if I call you out of your name, best believe it's going to be a feeling that's going to move you, that's going to make you so mad, make you so frustrated that you're not going to know how to act, that obviously you feel attacked emotionally, I guess, that it makes you want to lash out. And take it in consideration. No one is physically touching you, but you're still hurt. The power of words. You remember that. You remember that. I talked about it. That was funny to me, man. Talking about, you're attacking me. Stop attacking me. I'm like, this lady's stupid. Hey, how am I attacking you and I'm over here talking to you on the phone? I just had to hang up on it right away. I couldn't take it. But just know, family, your words can attack people. And in a way where, you got to be careful on how you speak, because your words may be powerful where it can destroy people out here, I guess. If you can attack people, you can destroy people. You feel me? So be careful. And just know that when you speak words, you can change the mood of a room. Let me go ahead and do it right now. Let me change the mood of the algorithm right now by just speaking this one word. I know how to get everybody in their feelings. I know how to get everybody pretty much tensed up by saying this one word. It's going to change the whole outlook. Everybody going to be looking at each other different. Like, what's going on in here? All I need to do is say one word. Should I say it, y'all? Put a one in the chat if y'all want to hear me say it. If anybody's still watching live, put a one in the chat. I'll say the word, man. All right, you remember. Hey, yes, I learned to try to kill them with kindness. Ooh, they be hating that, man. They be hating that. But hey, be careful. You never know who might be feeling attacked by what you say, by the words that you speak. But just know that it's power. I said put a one in the chat if y'all want to hear me say the word, man. I changed the whole spectrum of everything going in on the stream. They're going to try to lock me up over here, man. The power of words is crazy, man. People be feeling attacked. For real, you can't even say what you want to say on these YouTube streams. You better be careful, man. All right. I see some ones. Leon the Third. Shalom. Shalom. All right. All right. You feel me? Fair use. I'm not trying to offend anybody. No misinformation over here. COVID. Yeah, I got them scared now. Hold on. They're going to be looking back at my playlist trying to find out why he said that in his audio. And that was a funny word to me because it was like once you start saying COVID, everybody looking at you one another like, oh man, did they get the shot? Did you get the shot? Making everybody feel uncomfortable. And it's like as soon as you say that word around people, you could just see the essence. Even online, you could just feel the disarray that happens when you speak that word. And it's like, man, it's just so crazy that you have to be careful with the words that you speak, or you can be canceled because you're offending people or you're spreading misinformation. The power of words that you have, that literally people will try to stop you from speaking because the things that are coming out of your mouth may influence someone to make a choice that is beside the main narrative, is baffling. So it's like when you speak these words, really take in consideration that some people feel attacked. It can change the mood of a room. You can make people feel uncomfortable. You can make people feel joyful. You can make people feel as though, hey, I ain't with all the multiple feelings going on at one time, but best believe, I'm in the spirit, man. So it's certain words that I do say to myself to keep me uplifted. But, man, it's just, we're living in funny times where, that old saying, sticks and stones. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It seems to be hurting everybody in this day and age. Where if I say anything that is contrary to popular belief, the words that I speak are deemed detrimental. Y'all want to know a word that I said or a sentence at the workspace that I said, and everybody just pretty much looked at me. It was mad. Everybody was talking about popcorn, right? And it was just eating. It was like everybody was eating popcorn, and I'm just like, hey, y'all know popcorn ain't good for you. And it was like, I didn't hurt anybody physically. I didn't, you feel me, go out my way to damage anybody's reputation. I didn't try to come at anybody's livelihood. All I just said was popcorn is not good for you. They say everybody looked at me in that room and was literally like, get out of here. I could eat popcorn. You know what? F you, Will. Who do you think you are? And it's like, hold on. So my words really affected your emotional state right now. My words affected the mood of the room. The power of words. And for the most part, you got to be careful who you're speaking to and how you're speaking as well. Demeanor definitely comes off as sometimes you don't want to be talking to somebody who's like intimidating. Everything that they say to you is going to be pretty much aggressive or not packaged up how you want it to be. So in a sense where, yeah, you have to be able to choose your words wisely. You have to deliver them in a way where, depending on who the receiver is, it's going to be well interpreted. I'm working on that, family. I'm still working on that. I got to be a better communicator, especially knowing my audience or my environment, because we are living in a very sensitive world right now where these words can definitely put you in danger. They can definitely be careful or be canceled. 100. It's sad, but it's true. And just want to be able to bring this back in a full scope of saying that these words that we do speak when we are communicating, when you're watching someone on YouTube, when you're watching someone even on TV, when you're listening to music, the influence of words, it filters through within our community. They're pretty much absorbed and regurgitated. Wasn't nobody saying COVID before 2021. the rate of people saying COVID skyrocketed. And it's like, literally, just because people was talking about it, it became into existence. Get what I'm, y'all hear what I'm going at? Because people were talking about it, it became into existence. So take in consideration, when you get a group of people on board with a certain word to be able to identify something, it makes it real. No matter what it is, it could be something that you can't even see. It could be something that you can't even touch. It could be something that's not even real. But in the sense of everybody communicating about it, guess what? That makes it real. That makes it facts. So when we talk about these words, know that, you know, some of the things that were said in the past, obviously, can we assert it as being a part of real life other than just people regurgitating what was said via the news? I mean, in all essence, people can spread a lie. And the more and more that lie is spread, people can believe that it's the truth. And then this can pretty much influence the world around us. So when we look at the power of words in that sense, knowing that when you have a group of people who connect, who see the same thing, who have enough control to do the cancellation of people not speaking a certain word or promote other people who do follow along with their agenda, it becomes a world where you really have to sit back and question what are things. You have to be able to speak and analyze for yourself and get with people who also see what you see in order to connect the dots truthfully, because not many people observe the same thing. Let's be real. Not many people are even paid to observe life. They're just paid to regurgitate. And so when we're living in a world like that, how can you really take everybody's words for truth, or for that matter, have any power behind it, because what they're speaking is not based on anything valid? Just know, family, every day I wake up, I'm praying to the Most High. I'm thankful. I'm honored. And it's a blessing to be able to spread a message and have some meaning behind it. Be a person that when you speak, there's purpose behind the words, and then there's intent. There's a message that you're trying to share. There's something that you want other people to see wholeheartedly. You want them to see in front of them so that they can make a decision in life. When we use our words in such that way, it's like we're of service to the people that surround us, because then we're trying to pretty much paint life. Not many people even look up to see life. Not many people even speak up to be able to elaborate life. And so when we think about the power of words, the power of communicating, the power to be able to express yourself, the power to be able to express the world around you, and then to say that that power is slowly being stripped away from us every day by us just viewing and consuming content to the point where we're just regurgitating what other people are saying. And then we're like, why are we saying this? Oh, we're only saying this because other people saying it. Well, why are they saying it? Well, they're saying it because we don't know why. We don't ask them what their agenda is, and we don't understand what they're saying now, because then there's confusion between what's going on really in life and what we're seeing and what's happening and then what they're saying. So then when you have people that's speaking about what's happening in life and it's contradicting to what you're seeing, you can't really say that their words mean anything, right? They tell you to go get this shot so that you can be healthy. And then at the same time, they tell you, hey, you know what? No more. You're good. Everyone's healthy. You don't need to take a shot. Wait, but I thought your words meant that this was the cure. And, this was all, it was unsafe. And what's going on? It's not aligning up with what you're saying and what I'm seeing. The power of words. The ability to create confusion. The capability to create comprehension. Which side are you on? Y'all already know I got to take it there too. I got to take it there. I got a scripture, man. I'm going to bring it out. I'm in a book of Proverbs. Y'all know how we do over here, man. We like to be able to use these words in an essence that brings out the purpose, the passion, and to be able to elaborate on the conversation right now, the power of words. I'm in Proverbs. What's this? Chapter 18. I'm going to read. Let's see. Verse 20 through 21. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. And so what does that even mean? As we're over here talking about the power of words, and then as we're reading the proverb of literally, death and life are in the power of the tongue. When you speak, you can create. Which one are you going to create? Death or life? Not just by food alone are we satisfied within, but when we speak, best believe that creates a feeling of satisfaction. When I speak to my people, when I speak to my sister, when I speak to my brother, and when I'm able to share them a word, and then they hit me back like, hey, bro, I needed that, man. Thank you. You just uplifted my spirit. You just gave me insight. I was looking for that word. You just gave me a revelation of that. I needed that. Do you know that's most satisfying than me sitting down and eating a full plate of food? Because at the end of the day, my words help someone. And not in the sense of vanity as far as, hey, look at me, I helped someone. No, it made me feel good inside. It made me feel full. It made me feel like I'm of purpose. It made me feel like I was giving something, and it was used successfully. So when we say that we use these words to be able to grow, yeah, we use these words to be able to influence, yeah, but we use these words to be able to be filled, sustained. And the power of our tongue has the options of death and life within them. Hey, I see you, Mika. I see you throwing it out. Proverbs 18:7. A fool's mouth is his destruction. His lips are the snare of his soul. Y'all hear too many days, too many times. Another rapper. Another person that pretty much you listen to their music, all they talk about is going to go get the op, going to go, you feel me, do this, do that, you feel me, boom, bop, the bam. And then what happened? He literally speak that life into existence. People over here singing the songs with him. They over here cultivating that environment. People over here pretty much acting out the words of what's going on in his music. So just to really get an overall comprehension, overall understanding of when you communicate, know that there is power behind it, acknowledge it, be able to be someone who is articulate enough to elaborate what they see in front of them, to be able to be of help to others. know that the power of speaking, communicating is something that is very useful, especially in this day and time and age. If you can communicate independently without anybody else trying to sway your thoughts, do you know how much of a threat that you are? The fact that I'm saying COVID freely, and I don't care about any repercussions, because I should be able to have the ability to speak and say whatever I want to, right? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But obviously, in this day and time, it seems as though you better be careful with what you say. Are people aware of the power of words? And that's what I really wanted to hit on this conversation with the fam for. Be able to elaborate and express. When we out here moving every day, consider the words that you speak, the influence that you have within your community. And to say that you don't even have to talk to anybody in your community, but what you do, what you resemble within your community, people are looking at you. People are, hey, if someone sees you and you do something, best believe they're gonna remember it. If they see you do something good, and of course they're gonna want to share what you did or something like that. The power of their words, being able to share what you did in the community, can influence and inspire someone else. So it just all really circles back into, how do we value the way that we communicate with one another? I hear you, Mika. Proverbs 16:24, pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. And as we're able to speak these sweet words over one another, as we're able to speak healings over one another, as we're able to speak life over one another, there shall be more life. There shall be people healed. There shall be more people to give. And in all essence, family, y'all see my whole atmosphere done changed, man. It was all light and bright in here, man. You feel me? I had the sunshine beaming on me now. I'm at the cut on light. It's getting a little dark in here, man. I may have passed my time constraints. Let's see over here. Let me see. My bad, y'all. I just be in the spirit flowing and whatnot. I don't even be considering the time around me, where I just looked up and I seen, I'm over here sitting in the dark. Hey, man. But even saying that, like, if y'all ain't see me right now, y'all be able to pretty much comprehend the scene that I was in just by me speaking. The power of words. But I appreciate y'all vibing with me, man. I appreciate y'all getting in tune. If y'all haven't already, go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and share it, man. If there was anything intriguing that you heard, hey, communicate with me in the comment section after the video was done, man. And then we're just gonna keep on growing. We're gonna keep on connecting. I got some more topics, some more lives coming soon. So, hey, just hit that notification bell, subscribe. Hey, we've been growing on the channel lately, so I'm trying to keep the algorithm up with me. And, I'm just trying to be as consistent as possible. And we're just going to keep on growing like that. And I just want to state a matter right quick. You feel me? Before I close the chat, just want to be able to let y'all know. Yeah, I'm so solid in the matter. I'm so solid. State the matter. Talk on the beat. Fabrics floating magically. I'm so solid, the foundations, I just stand up on my 2 feet. Be bold in your path, declaring my roots in this world, creations abundantly. Give unto me the ability to remove mountains before thee, indeed, increasingly, the power of belief, unwavering information, testing trials, tribulations, sending forth revelations. Now as I say the matter, hear me out as I speak. The atom in evolving molecular sequencing, the particles vibrating, consciousness consolidating, gases, liquid, man forming 2/3 of our being. Is not made of what we're seeing, conversations of them seeing. I'm so solid in the matter, statement solid, what's the matter? Just be solid, state the matter, you know. I'm so solid in the matter, statement solid, what's the matter? Just be solid, state the matter. Yeah. Walk by faith and not by sight. As I look up, I take flight. I'm so solid, but I'm light. Beat me up, spot Star Trek fight. Shining star when it turns night. Gassed up state, I'm reaching heights. I'm so solid, cold like ice. Keep it fluid, yeah, I'm nice. Don't think twice, that's when those thoughts will entice. Stay on course, transcend your vice. Trusting Yah, the law survives. Commands and statutes are concise. Prosper not wicked device. I ask the Most High for advice. State the matter and recite. It's the physical, 3-dimensional, environmental simulation. Simulated prayers penetrated. Cosmic chemical attentional. Peaceful pastures plentiful. As I seek the central, the Most High coming slowly. So as I look, I just see hope. I'm so solid in the matter, statement solid. What's the matter? Just be solid, state the matter, you know. I'm so solid in the matter, statement solid. What's the matter? Just be solid, state the matter. I'm on the beat, fabrics floating magically. I'm so solid, the foundations. I just stand up on my 2 feet. Be bold in your path, declaring my roots in this world, creations abundantly, divinely. Give unto me the ability to stay solid in the matter. I'm so solid in the matter. Statement solid, what's the matter? You know, just be solid, state the matter. Hey, okay. You can find that track on the channel, man. State the matter. Go vibe. You feel me? Once again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for all the love. Thank y'all for all the support. We're going to keep on growing on this end. Expect more content. Expect more vibes. Expect more fashion. Expect more designs, more poetry. Hey, we're going to get it all out there, man. So until next time, family. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it, Bobby.
Why by the lie? When the truth is free, illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through, living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Yeah.